Oh yeah.
So I know, Cody, you love Easter, right?
Oh my gosh. I love Easter. Oh my gosh.
And you
Oh
love the
yeah.
egg hunt, don't you?
Oh heck yeah. Love that egg hunt.
I know you listen to the beep, right? It's so cute.
So-
Anyway, so today
oh my god.
um, we can finish working on the Chinese piece,
Oh wow.
and then we
Dang.
can learn a new piece as well. Sound good?
Oh yes. That's cool,
So
huh?
do you remember what the Chinese piece is?
Ooh. Colorful clouds chasing the moon.
Isn't that a beautiful title, right? It's so full of imagination, right? And as we play, right, we try to think of these very colorful clouds, right? And
Wow.
floating, right, in the sky and chasing the beautiful moon, right? All right, so it's got a very descriptive title. Okay, can you
Wow.
hear it?
Oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like that.
Thank you so much.
Woohoo! Dang.
Well, as I was saying, right, this piece was new to me, right, until maybe a month and a half ago or something, when another student of mine, right, introduced it to me.
Wow.
So that is kind of one of the reasons that I absolutely love what I do, right, because I get to learn new things too,
That's
right?
cool.
So I had never known this piece before, but
Wow.
it is a piece by a Chinese composer, right? It has a very Asian flavor to it, right? It has the pentatonic sound, right? It's very um,
Wow.
oriental, right? Very Asian sounding. So it's very different from everything else we have done before together. Would you agree?
Wow.
Right? Because we've done a lot of, you know, some people call it Western classical art music, right? That's music by Bach, you know, Mozart, Beethoven, even Chopin, right?
Oh my
So we've done a lot of those styles, right? But this is a Chinese style piece, right? So it's very, very different. So it's good, right? It's good to learn something new, isn't it?
God.
Although a lot of the patterns
Ooh.
are actually very traditionally, um, classically rooted, right? So all these arpeggio patterns, we play those things a lot, right?
Wow.
So every time you have these arpeggios, Cody, you know how you sometimes get a little stuck, right? It's because you didn't have good fingering. So you gotta have good fingering, right? Now, the key, right, to playing these arpeggios is that you don't put your thumb on black note,
Wow.
okay? Unless every single note is black. But here we don't have every single note black. We have a white note. So you don't want to put thumb on black note. So that's why you sometimes got stuck. So let me play each of these patterns for you, okay? So the very first one we have starts from A. So you can put thumb on that note because that's not black note. So you go, right? So that one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So A is the thumb.
Wow.
Yep. So then the next one, see, you start on C sharp. Oh, C sharp is not a white note, so you don't start on thumb. So this one you start on 2. And when you get A, you go to 1 again. See, if you have a good fingering, it will sort of play itself. Then when you start on G sharp, again, it's not a white note, so you can't put thumb on this black note, right? You sometimes do that. So the G sharp do 2. So right, see, that would be so much easier. So 2, 3, 4, and then 1 gets the E, right? See, it will work out. See what I mean?
Wow.
Right? So always remember these arpeggio patterns do follow what we call logical, efficient, ergonomically comfortable fingering, right? Which is avoiding, right, the thumb on the black note. Anytime we would do thumb on the black note in an arpeggio, like I said, is if every note is black, right, like F sharp major, then you can, right, put thumb on black note.
Dang.
All right. So that was the first thing I noticed is that just your fingering wasn't always right the best, which then because you didn't have efficient fingering, sometimes you got stuck, right? But still, I always want to remind everybody else who is watching, right, that Kodi only learns this piece by ear.
Wow.
He has to memorize absolutely basically everything after only having heard it 1, 2, maybe at most 3 times, right? So it's amazing what you have done, right, as it is. Don't get me wrong, right? You know exactly what's going on, right? So we're just working on efficiency, right, and fluency. So as I was saying, the number one contributor, right, to fluency and efficiency is great fingering. Okay. Then let's talk about the left hand, right? So the right hand problem was mostly these arpeggio patterns. The left hand, you are still, and I know, right? These things we have built for a whole lifetime, right? It's very hard to not follow our instinct, right? Everything we do, you know, it's an accumulation of what we've done in the past, right? Throughout our lives. So it's very, very hard to break a habit. So do you remember a long time ago when you first came to my studio?
Oh my gosh.
I think that's almost what?
Long time ago.
Probably 8 years, right? Do you know how I know it's 8 years? Because my daughter is 8.
Oh my gosh.
You came to my studio shortly after my daughter was born.
Oh my
right?
gosh.
I think she was probably a few months, right? So she's 8 now, so that means we've been together for almost 8 years, right? Or whatever. So all I'm trying to say is, do you remember one of the first things I told you that I noticed when you came was that
Wow.
you do not like to use which finger?
Oh my goodness. What you
Do you
think?
remember? Out of your 5 fingers, which finger do you tend to not use?
Oh my goodness. Woo.
For example, this pattern right here. Play that pattern for me. Oh,
Wow.
now you're doing it. But
Dang.
earlier, when you were playing, you did not use that finger. You see how
Wow.
that's much easier, right? But earlier, you did 2 5, 2 5, 2 5, 2 5, 2 5,
Nice.
right? Well, see, you did that earlier, right? But you see how that was not efficient, right? That's too much work for the poor second finger to open and come back and open and come back, right? Now, because you have learned to get around it for all of your life, right? You didn't really lose fluency there. You could do that really quickly, right? And accurately. But again, right? Do you see how? Now try the other one that you did just now with the thumb on the F sharp. Easier, right? I hope, right? So the reason you didn't like to use your thumb, and that was the answer to my question earlier, right? Which finger do you tend to avoid at all costs? It's almost like if I can avoid using that finger, I will, right? It is your poor thumb,
Poor.
right? Your poor thumb, right? Sometimes, right, gets left out, right? So your instinct is to avoid the thumb, right? Especially when it's a black note. Now, then you're going to say, didn't you just say don't put thumb on black note earlier? Well, I did, but that was to do with arpeggios, right? So don't put thumb on black note in arpeggios unless all the notes are black. If you have an arpeggio that doesn't have all black note, then the thumb shouldn't be on the black note, right? So I did say that. But we are not talking about arpeggio here, are we? That is not an arpeggio, right? So exactly. So you gotta get used to using your thumb when you play chords, right? So there are quite a lot of chords in the left hand. Even this chord right here. Play this chord for me. See? You're not using your thumb.
There it goes.
Right? Yes. Right? Now,
Wow.
obviously you can't see what I'm doing, right? So you're just doing it by ear, but that is the
Gotcha.
proof that you usually avoid the thumb, right? So I would like you to think about it, right? Yes. So thumb is very, very important, right? When we play chords, it's very hard to play a chord without the thumb, right? Now you could get around it because there's only 3 notes, right? So you feel like I don't have to use my thumb, right? Now, because we go back and forth between the low part and the middle part, right? The pinky will play the low note, obviously. So we want to usually try to get away from the pinky as much as possible on the higher part, right? So then the pinky is freed up to go back down. See?
Wow.
So you want to use, see, I would do 1, 2, 5. I could even live with 1, 2, 4 for that chord, right? So 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 4, right? Probably 1, 2, 5 is my most favorite, right? But some people with a slightly larger hand might do 1, 2, 4. So the pinky is freed up to go down. But definitely 2, 3, 5 is not considered what's the word? Logical, right? It's just not logical, right? Yes. So now I then saw you do 1, 3, 5. That is also a little weird. This particular inversion is 1, 2, 5.
Wow.
Yes, 1, 2, 5, please.
Wow.
All right, thank you very much. So this one's definitely 1, 2, 4 because it's a very small gap. Yep, or even 1, 2, 3 for for people with larger hand. Again, it would not be 2, 3, 5, which is what you tend to do, right? So, but like I said, I can almost understand why you feel that the second finger is better than the thumb. It's because the thumb is so short, right? So it doesn't really want to get up to the black note because it's short. So your second finger being a longer finger, you trust it more, right? You feel like it's a pointer, which it is, right? It's called a pointer finger. So you feel like it's easier to navigate the second finger, on the black note. I can understand it, especially since you can't see the keys. You have to do everything by feeling it, right? But the point of the conversation is try still to think about using your thumb more. Okay?
Wow.
When you play chords, especially in the left hand. Okay? So just get used to bringing your whole hand closer to the fretboard, so they're closer to the black note to begin with. Okay? So that will be just another tip.
Wow.
All right. Last time, I think we worked backwards, right? We did the kind of like the ending, right? More. So your ending is more accurate. And we didn't really do the first page, but we did the first page like the previous time or something, right? So let's work on the first page now, okay? And the main material, right, which is this melody, right? So this is the main material. Yep. And then you have ornament, right? Right? So it's such a beautiful melody. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is in this main part, your left hand, you were playing like the notes, but not the correct distribution. So listen to this part. So it's 5, 3, and then play 1, 2 together. Yeah, you were sort of doing like this, right? Which sounds quite good, right? You see? But that is not correct. So it's dun, 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 right? So a single note with 5, 3, and then open to 1, 2 there. Yes. You got it. You got it. Okay. All right. Then let's talk about the opening. So most people, I would say maybe 95% of people, right? When they first see this, myself included, right? When we first hear or see these notes, our instinct is absolutely to use 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? And with practice, it definitely works, right? It can work, absolutely, right? So I'm not saying that it's something that you absolutely need to reconsider, right? Or redo. But the problem with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is this gap right here, right? Between the F sharp and the A, you need to have a little bit of care, right? Otherwise, you're gonna just mess up the third finger, right? So this is a little problematic. But again, with practice, people can get around it. But it still is not ideal, right? So the best finger, I feel, and of course it's just my opinion, right? For these 5 notes is 5, 4, 2, 3. 5, 4, 2, 1. Right? So because that is natural, you don't have to do any weird opening, right? But then you do need to turn, right? But the turn is okay because once you turn, you are out of the way anyway, right? So you're out of the way coming up to the top, right? So that's the figure I feel is the best. Yep. Now you're not used to it because you got used to doing the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? Turn to 3, I think is easier, right? Because when we play scale, we turn to 3 a lot, right? See, turn to 3, turn to 4, turn to 3, turn to 4. So turning to 3 is something that feels very natural because we do it so much when we play scale. So that's why I prefer the 3 rather than the 2. Okay, so turn to 3, right? For that particular pattern. Yeah. Again, suggestion only, right? Everything I tell you is a suggestion, right? It's for you to consider alternatives. Try something different to see if it works. Okay. And then this little business use what we call sequence fingering, right? So sequence fingering means you have an idea, you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again. Right? The notes sound the same, but the idea is the same, right? So it got sequenced. So 1, 2, 5, 4, 1, 2, 5, 4, 1, 2, 5, 4, 1, 2, 5, 4. Do the same thing. Exactly, right? So earlier you were doing kind of random finger here and there because I don't know, right? Maybe you didn't realize it was a sequence, or again, you were just following your natural instinct. And your natural instinct usually is to not use the thumb on the black note, right? But this is a lot of black note, right? A lot of black note on the thumb, right? Black note on the thumb, or thumb on the black note, right? So there's quite a lot of thumb, right? On the black note, yeah. Okay. All right. What else was a little bit problematic with this page? I think that's about it, right? So let's play. We'll do it page by page now. Okay. So let's do the first page again, and this time, every time I see something, I will stop you. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Go.
Woo.
Oh, right there. What's the most logical finger? Definitely 1 and 2 in the left hand. Yes. Okay, same with this pattern. 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. 5, 4, 2, 1, 3. I mean, 5, 4, 2, 1. Yes. That's the idea anyway, okay? But I know you're not used to it, so
nice.
Let's keep going. But thank you for trying.
Wow.
And like that. Okay, now this we've talked about, and it's amazing how well you can do it, considering you're playing all of that with the right hand. That's so hard, Kodi, right? It's so much easier if you do with the left hand. Do that with the left hand is so much easier. So the right hand only has to play 2 notes. Which 2 notes? A and C sharp. Right? So, right? It's just so much easier.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't hear 1 note here. This note, right? So left hand E goes with the F sharp. Okay, again. Good. Oh, it's not that low. Yeah, exactly. And still do the da 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 with the left hand, okay? That's the all left hand. Sorry, I'm gonna try that again. I mean right hand. Right, so right hand is C sharp, and then do that. Left hand is A major chord, followed by F sharp minor chord, and then E. Okay, got it. Okay, can you do 3 on the G sharp? 5, 3, and then 1, 2, because it's easy to reach for that note. Yes, it's easier. dance. Da, na, 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 na. Good. Okay, and this has a very weird left hand, right? Weird meaning I tried a couple different solutions to see which one I like the most. None of them are perfect, but this is what I came up with. 5 2 followed by 1 and then just go straight to 5. 5 3 2 1 2 3. So there's this big opening here which I don't like very much, but I still think overall that's the most efficient. So you don't have to do 5 gazillion turns. If you don't do that, you have to turn again and again and again. Too many turns. Yep. So I just go to 5 and then open to 3. That's it. I don't need to do any more turn, right? And I go to 5 here and that's it. There's no more turning. I think before I didn't do that finger, but just before your lesson, I tried to play it through again just to make sure that I refresh my memory of what the piece is about. So then eventually I came up with this finger, right? So this is what I now prefer, okay? Yep, just get to 5. No, you can finish your octave, right? That's the octave, and just lift your hand and go to 5 on the B. Don't even try to turn over. Just land on this new position. Land on B, and then so you have 2 notes here. You play thumb on the B, let go of it, land on new position with 5. 5 on the C sharp. Once you get to 5 on C sharp, you do 5 4 2 1 2 4. See, everything's there, right?
Nice.
Let me try that again for you, okay? Go to 5 here. 3 2 1 2 3. Go to 5 here. 4 2 1 2 4. Good job. No, gotta get a 5 on the C sharp. 5 on the C sharp. Okay, so this one is more than an octave, so you have to open your thumb for the B natural. So you play 2 5 here, and then thumb on B natural. Okay, so thumb on B natural, and then get to 5 on C sharp. Yeah, something like that, right? 5 4 2 1 2 4 4, right? Not 3. Exactly, right? So that left hand is just, you know, there's nothing much we can do. If you don't do the finger I just said, there are alternatives which work for some other people, I'm sure, right? But those alternatives involve a lot of turning, which I don't prefer, okay? So I don't have a problem with losing my connection from here to here. Using my fingering, you will use thumb here and you will use 5 here. It seems so broken up, but I don't mind. You know why? Because we have pedal, right? So I'm not worried about the disconnection, right? I just worry about less turn, right? Just not a big fan of turning, yeah? Oh, see how you're gonna turn. No, you forgot. You did it earlier. So 2 5 followed by 1 2 5. No, 2 2 5. Yep. And then thumb is the A, right? So get that out of the way because that makes an octave. And then you just lift your hand, start over on B with 5. B is 5. Oh no, the goal is to not turn anymore. So 5 3 2 1 2 3. Yes, the goal is to not have to turn anymore once you land on 5. All right. But we are all different, right? Now I feel just by looking at you, right, that is not as easy for you, right? Because you can't see where the next note is. So going to the 5 here is not natural for you, right? That's okay. So I'm just offering ideas, right? But if you have tried my fingering and it doesn't really make anything better, right? So you still prefer to turn, right? Because turning gives you a point of reference. And since you can see where the notes are, turning, although not preferable for me, might work better for you. That's okay. Exactly. So my point is these passages that have not so standard fingering solutions, we have to try, right?
Nice.
Different strategies, different alternatives until we find one that we like, right? And what you like may be different from what I like. Yep, but ultimately the music does not want to suffer. So, right? Try it. Ultimately the music needs to flow, right? So we want to make the music flow, right? Without hesitation. Good. And then something different. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Alright, I forgot that part. Okay?
Wow.
Okay, make sure you put it E here. So, alright, so E, right? And the finger here, I just use 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right? So 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1. And I'm not even worried about breaking up because I pedal. Right? So a lot of this is 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right? The left hand is basically 5, 3, 2, 1 for all these broken chords. Yeah. And then so we have 5, 3, 2, 1 again. Right? 5, 3, 2, 1. So all the same again. All 5, 3, 2, 1. And then, right? Interesting. And then it's a different section. Your turn.
Nice. Wow.
Okay, almost, right? So sometimes you miss the solid chord, right? Solid chord means you play the notes together. So that's a solid chord. And then you break it up. You break it up. But here it's solid. See? All these are solids. Right? So you play together, together, together. Right? So all of this is solid chord. And then you can roll it, right? So it's not together. Roll it to here, to there, and then, right? So let me play this part for you one more time.
Nice.
Good job. Now here comes the really tricky part. That's left hand. Right? So all the melodies in the left hand, and the right hand just do the arpeggio. Right? Sorry. thumb on G sharp just now. Remember, G sharp doesn't get down. Yeah. Get the thumb on A. So left hand do 5, 2, 1. That's it. That's all the left hand has to worry about. And then right hand thumb on A. And then place itself. Okay? Yep. As long as you get your thumb on A, you will be able to do that very quickly. Okay? And very easily. Yep, got it. You see what I mean? The trio doesn't go all the way, Kodi. That's it. Once the left hand crosses over, the trio has stopped, okay? So you only trio until the crossover, right? Once you cross over, there's no more trilling.
Wow.
Yep. The chord is B minor. Right? So you can roll it. So we have a big roll, right? So 5, 2, 1, turn to 2, right? And then roll it. So roll that, and then big, very grand, right?
Wow. Nice.
Let me help you with this part. So first of all, remember arpeggios we don't put thumb on black, no? So put second finger here, thumb on A. See, it's easy. Okay, so just don't put your thumb on black, no? And then the left hand is just octaves. Octave, 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 octave. Alright, sorry. Your turn. Yes. That's the melody. Don't put thumb on black now. Got it. Now before that, what we have is full 4-note chord followed by octaves, 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 full 4-note chord followed by the arpeggio, and then full 4-note chord, octave, 3 notes, octaves, 4 notes, octave, 3 notes, octave, 4 notes, 3 notes followed by more octaves, and then more arpeggio. Second finger on C sharp, thumb on A, right? 3 here, 4 here, but most of them are octaves. And then those, yeah, okay? So that's what the right hand is. Left hand, now you have to do this fast. But that figure we have CBCD. Remember, that's the beginning, remember? That came from that, right? So da, 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 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and then octaves, and is that's an octave. Go to 5 here. Right? Once you get to 5, life is easy, right? Because that's just a broken chord, right? All right, so I will put it together for you, and it'll be your turn. Okay. Your turn.
There goes.
I think is the I guess you could say the hardest part of the piece, right? Because it has a lot of moving around, a lot of octaves, and you have to play fast on these, fast things. So I basically have to practice, right, quite a few times myself to completely know it, right? Because only when you completely know it will you be able to play without the hesitations, right, or the missteps. So I had them myself because I just have not really ever practiced. I've never known this piece before, right? So I would physically have to practice it. So that's the same for everyone, right? All right. So anyway, at least you have an idea of what is going on here. But you see what I mean? Even though it has a very Chinese sound, right? All the technique involved is not Chinese, right? All the technique involved is stuff we have learned from the Western classical tradition, right? So all these arpeggios, they're not Chinese, right? Those patterns are very much from the Western tradition, right? So I guess you can call it a fusion, right?
Oh my goodness.
But those octaves, right? Like I said, all these patterns, even trills, right? None of this is stuff that's new, right? But together, the way that arranger has put it together, that it does have a Chinese flavor about it. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so we have a little bit of time left. I just want to introduce a new piece to you.
Oh yeah.
So you don't get bored.
Oh my goodness.
Is that a good idea?
Oh, good idea.
All right. So this piece comes from the ABRSM Grade 8 book. And again, I have some students playing this piece, so I thought, okay, Kodi has never played this piece. I think you should at least know about this composer, right? So we are going to go from Chinese music to guess the country.
Ooh, nice.
Going to a different country now.
Different country. Oh my.
We're going to go to Spain.
Oh my.
So we went from a Chinese piece, right? Now we're going to go to a Spanish piece.
Spanish piece.
So I don't think we've ever played any Spanish music together.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. So probably the most iconic, famous, well-known Spanish composer of all times is Isaac Albeniz.
Isaac Albeniz?
Yeah, so you can look him up, right?
Wow.
And this piece is quite well known, so you probably have heard of it, right? Anyway, so you wanna hear it?
Oh yeah.
Right, now you can play that faster, I guess. Right, but very brilliantly, right? Very Spanish, right? Brilliance, right? And then just the first section of it.
Wow.
What do
Dang.
you think?
Oh my gosh, so good. Wow.
You like it?
I love
Have you ever heard of it before?
it. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe, right? Because
Oh my
it's kind
gosh.
of one of these pieces where you feel like sounds so familiar, but I can't really think of when I have heard it, right?
Wow.
But
Thank
it does seem somewhat familiar, right?
you.
All right. Well, familiar. Anyway, I'm just saying, I know we have never done Isaac Albanese before, right?
Oh
So if you
wow.
have heard of it, it's just from other sources, right? But
Wow.
anyway, but do you hear that very exotic flavor? It's
Wow.
completely different, right? It definitely doesn't sound like that Chinese piece, but it doesn't sound like anything else either, right? Like you cannot say, "Oh, that sounds like Bach." No way, right?
Ooh, that sounds like
Does it
it.
sound like Mozart? Absolutely not.
Oh my
How
god.
about Chopin? Nope, right? So what is it? Well, it's Spanish, right?
Spanish.
Yep. So
Wow.
I'll just read to you what the book says, okay?
All
The
right.
Spanish composer Isaac Albanese was a child prodigy as a pianist. He gave public concerts from the age of about 5.
Ooh. Oh
That's
my.
amazing, right? When
Amazing.
did you start giving concerts, Cody?
Those concerts. Oh my goodness. Remember that concerts?
Well, I
Concert.
know you were little too, right? You were
I
very
was
young when you
little.
started performing, right? When you started singing and
Oh
playing on
my.
the keyboard and accompanying yourself, right?
Oh my goodness.
Today, he is best known as a composer of piano music,
Wow.
powered by the rhythms and harmonies of Spanish folk dance music. The
Ooh.
early rumors de la Caleta, or murmurs, I should say, murmurs from La Caleta, I probably didn't say that very well, from the
Ooh.
collection Travel Impressions, imitates the Spanish guitar, which is interrupted by cantando passages for solo soprano. That means the singing
Ooh.
part, the no, 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 right? Very, just uh,
Nice.
exaggerated rubato. Yeah, that's what I call it, right? So it's a
Wow.
very exaggerated rubato at bars 26 and 44. And above all, in the relative major middle section, which I haven't played for you yet, of this
Wow.
APA piece. La Caleta is the name of a beach in the Andalusian region of Spain.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
so it is the name of a beach. Murmurs from the La Caleta beach, basically in Spain, right? Okay, well, that's very interesting, right? To know. So, if you're on the beach, you will see the ocean, right? You will hear the water, right? Coming on shore, right? So
Wow.
maybe that's why there's a lot of this watery passage, right? This water sounding, though this kind of like the wave coming, right? The whole piece is basically based on this idea, right? Right? This drum, right? And then interrupted, right? Interrupted again. Here comes that wave, right? And then it goes away, and everything is normal again. And then we have the wave coming again. And here's the soprano. Very exaggerated rubato, right? And that's it. Back to the opening material. I just love it. And here comes that singing part again. Would you like to play some?
Oh yeah.
All right, your turn.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
you definitely capture the essence, right? And the character. I really felt like the guitar strumming, right? Oh, those things, right? You make it sound just like a guitar, right? Good for you. Okay, well, there is another section which I haven't played for you yet today, right? But
Oh
I
my
want
god.
you to at least just introduce the piece so you have something new
Wow.
to think about, right? So look it up if you want. Like I said, it's called, I don't know how to say it properly, but the spelling says
Oh my god.
Rumors de la Caleta, which translates to Murmurs from
Paleta.
La Caleta, and it is from Travel
La
Impressions,
caleta.
Opus 71, number 6 by Isaac
Oh.
Albanese. Okay, so have a happy Easter. I hope you get a lot of Easter eggs from Easter Bunny, and I'll see you next
Alright.
time.